Hello, this is Jamie with BarEye, and in this video we're going to show you how to use our new Count Crash Recovery feature. The point of the Crash Recovery feature is to recover your lost counting data if you accidentally close down the application or experience a crash for another reason. So a couple of points to mention first. It's important that you're using the desktop rather than the browser version in order to use this functionality. Obviously the desktop version is what we use for the majority of our counting, and also that we're on the version 16 or newer. So open up your desktop version and look in the top left corner. You should see number 16. If you open a previous version, it should automatically update, give you a message to say would you like to update. It will automatically update to version 16. If you have any issues, it's easily remedied. Open up Chrome browser, go to app.bareye.com and sign in using your regular sign-in details. Go to settings, and then click on barcode scan at the top, and then use this blue link to download the latest exe file of the desktop version. That said, if the automatic feature of updating does not work. So, presuming we are already using the desktop version 16, in order to use the recovery feature, let's take a look at online method and also the offline method. So first of all, we need to start a count. Always useful to add some type of label onto your count so you can be sure what you're doing. And let's quickly discuss what the recovery feature does. So happily it's going to recover any data from microzones which have been completed. Unfortunately it will not recover data from microzones you're in at the time of the crash. So let's show you what I mean. In this first microzone, perhaps we have counts of 1, 2, 3 different items, and then we move on to the next zone and we're halfway through counting. So I'm expecting this data from the first zone will be recovered. I'll come back into this zone, but the counting data will not be recovered. So in order to test the feature, you can simply close down the application, and then when you restart the application, you'll receive a special message. So crash recovery, your last session was unexpectedly caught shut. Please click yes to continue your count from where you left off, or alternatively click no to return to the main dashboard. So obviously I want to click yes, and then you'll see the data is syncing, and then I'm returned right back to where I was. Because, we're on online mode, I actually did in this occasion recover these counts, and notice that the previous counts in the first microzone were also recovered. So good news. Now let's imagine I continue my count. Perhaps I continue the count in the third microzone there. I proceed to another microzone, and then I lose internet connection. I'm going to turn my internet connection off here manually. So of course within the app then you'll receive this message saying internet is disconnected. And let's do some more test counts here. 1, 2, 3. And move on to the fourth microzone. And now if the application crashes, it's important to pay attention to the different handling here if the application crashes whilst you're offline. So we turn the application off to crash it. We open back up, and I'm still offline here. It's important that we take a second here and do not click inside the application. So you get this warning message which is telling me to reconnect my application to the internet, either by moving the device or selecting and reconnecting. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. What you do not want to do is click inside the application, which will break the auto recover. I can show a workaround if you do that. But the easiest way to do it is without clicking. Go ahead and connect to internet. I'm doing it here manually. Again, while it's connecting, do not click inside the application. Just let it do its thing. Wait a little second. It will synchronize the data, and then you'll receive that same message. So again, we'll click yes, and we recovered to the spot where we left off. So we see this counting data from offline was not remembered in the zone I was in. However, the previous zone was, that's zone number 3, and zone number 2 and 1 also have data. Let's quickly come out of this recovered session. And if we did make an error and reconnect without synchronizing, the data will synchronize in the background. There's another way to recover your data, which is go into count zones and then import those counts. So in this case, we named it test, and it was from 1017. So the other thing, I could import my count here. We could call this test version 2. And similarly, when I come to my counting page, here are my counts. counts, recovered counts, and this is the zone we're in. Hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please give us an email or give us a call.